Okay, it's day 175, and Daily Caller gets the credit for being the first alternative media site to be first out with a real reason for the raid on Trump's lawyer's office, Michael Cohen's office, and that is to try to dig up dirt on Trump. This is the $150,000 donation to Trump's charity, and of course, it ignores the millions of this Ukrainian oligarch's contributions to the Clinton Foundation, which is the same MO that we've seen over and over: accuse someone else of what you did, only make sure that there is at least some shred of evidence. And this is going to be the key from here on in. And thank God Bob Mueller keeps exposing Hillary's Ukrainians and Hillary's Russians. And Bob Mueller is actually doing a good job of not only exposing Hillary's Russians and Hillary's oligarchs and Ukrainian oligarchs, but also their hacking teams, and also the MO of using hacking teams to steal money for these oligarchs. So this is the gift that keeps on giving with Mueller. Now, admittedly, he's doing it by accident, but in no way do we want to stop Bob Mueller from doing what he's doing. Now, there's other folks that said, isn't this CrowdStrike really covering their hacking teams? CrowdStrike's hacking teams are called the Bears. There's different hacking teams, usually in teams of 12. The Cozy Bears, maybe the Iwans, the Fancy Bears, maybe the Susjin. And there's about 6 hacking teams that Trump just threw out of the country. Were they the hacking teams of these millionaires? Is Trump going to go after all the millionaires and all the millionaires' hacking teams? Well, we don't really know that yet. But what I did was I put together a quick playlist for all these different entities so that people could get up to speed on who these different entities and hacking teams are, or just do a quick refresher. So if you don't remember Victor Pinchuk and the Brooklyn Nets, etc., there's a quick playlist there. If you don't remember CrowdStrike and their role in the DNC and their role really through this the last almost 20 years, either as a corporation or as a loose confederation and cabal inside the FBI, then you have that. And then, of course, Deripaska. And we'll add other ones as they come along. Friedman certainly will come along. Pinchuk will certainly come along, etc. As well as now we also can kind of do threads of playlists through all the different videos we've done with the NGA and different departments and deep state actors that that these players, that this kind of McCabe Brennan cabal use to destroy people, either through surveillance or what have you. And I've created playlists for them. Of course, there's an Epstein playlist. PDD 62 is this idea of using surveillance to crush people. So there, I created a playlist there. EB5s is the way of getting resources into the country to man your surveillance, etc. And then you can go all the way down here to even Uranium One, etc. to understand how the machinations of these criminal actors go. And finally, I would say there's some ugly attacks yesterday from other YouTube channels, as well as other folks that potentially are related to me. And all I would say there is, did we expect any different? Do we expect that these conspirators, this Brennan McCabe cabal, wouldn't have actors and a voice and actors to act out what they've actually already said in private, what they've already said in writing, to destroy the careers of FBI agents and so forth? The ugly attack against Robin Gritz yesterday was really nothing more than giving voice and action to what McCabe has already done to Robin Gritz administratively. So it, as ugly as it was, at least we all saw it for the ugliness that it was, and it really was almost a complete recapitulation of Andrew McCabe's actions toward Robin Gritz.